Tyler.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm Kristin.
Oh, great to meet you, Kristin. Oh.
I'm Kristin Cavallari, and Tyler would probably recognize me from Laguna Beach or the Hills. I put up a very tough exterior. That's why I came across as so tough on Laguna Beach. But this situation is different because this is one of the most vulnerable things you can do, period. I've never just put myself out there like that before. So I'm a little nervous for that.
Wow. This is like the prettiest room we've ever filmed in.
This is my ladies' lounge. It's so special that Tyler came all the way to Nashville. He's in my home because I just think when you're in your own home, in your own environment, you're more relaxed. And then he can pick up on everything that's in my house as well. Wait, so do you recognize me or you have no idea?
I have no idea, but
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
But I mean, literally, I don't watch much TV,
no.
You know, so.
That's awesome.
I don't know anything about you, so.
Cool.
It'd be cool.
Okay.
Yeah. She's chit-chatty.
My mom, Judy, and my dad, Dennis, are here today, and it was important for me to have both of them here for emotional support. They're divorced, so everyone traveled from all over to be here today for this.
Now, the way that I work is I communicate what I see, hear, and feel. But my job is really just to kind of navigate who's coming through, figure out who they are and what they have to say. But we'll navigate it, we'll see what pops in.
Okay,
and I'm just gonna
cool.
take a minute to scribble. We'll see where we go, so. Ooh. Okay, could you lay the objects out right here for me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so I have a couple.
So the ones that are connected to the, like any objects that are connected to a person, put those, all those objects.
They're all connected to the
awesome.
same person.
Perfect.
I think that there's a lot of unanswered questions surrounding the person that I'm hoping to channel today. So I might be crushed if he doesn't come through.
So we'll just see where we go. We'll go from here. Okay.
Uh-oh, your pen's not working.
There we go. Look at that. It'd be awkward if it died. Okay. So I'm gonna go 1 second here. Okay. The way this is coming in is like there's a brother figure.
Yeah.
There's a whole hesitance in the way this is coming through, which makes it a little bit more of a challenge for me because of the feelings behind this. So I feel like I'm slipping. Like it would be something that would affect the brain, and it's like I want to present myself in a certain way. I want to show people who I am, and it's like, but because of this thing, I'm not able to be who I want to be, and it just keeps coming in like over and over again. So
yeah.
Sounds like Mike.
It's a very insistent thing with this, of having to talk about the mind and the brain. So let me look. What was his first name?
Michael.
Oh. This is coming in as a situation, I'm like getting emotional. I don't typically that. I kept hearing, I didn't know what was going on. And then they're having me talk about 2 factors playing on someone's mental state. But there's an acknowledgement with this of more of an emphasis on the drugs and alcohol than even is the mental illness thing. It's when we go down the drugs and alcohol route, it's kind of like there's no saving me.
Yeah.
That kind of triggered or kicked off some things.
Yep.
And that seems significant. So family has wondered that. That's validation.
So crazy
of that.
I mean, that's like so accurate. Mike dealt with, we think, bipolar disorder. He would go into these manias and think that, you know, everything's great, everything's fine, and then it would, like, he would just crash and would be depressed, and it was just this constant up and down, and then you throw drugs and alcohol into the mix, and it would just enhance everything. And it went on for years. He was dealing with some demons, there's no doubt about it.
This is gonna sound strange because this is not a common thing at all for a brother. When we have grandparents who die, it's normal to name someone after them. This is gonna sound weird, but there's some acknowledgement with the brother situation of like being honored in a named sense in a new way.
Oh my God.
Does that make sense?
My cousin just had a baby and named him Cavi. That was my brother's nickname.
There you go. That would be his awareness of this child. And
That's awesome.
that this was done. So,
Wow,
that's
very
cool.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
No way would he ever know something like that.
God, that's so cool that you are getting all that. It's so clear that there's no possible way he could know.
Thank you. It is good to keep in mind, so this is so weird. He's showing me license plates for some reason.
Okay.
License plates. Think of somewhere where people would store license plates, like where we would have license plates hanging up.
And nothing comes to mind, but okay.
Seeing it, it's like a place. It's gonna be a whole wall of license plates.
I used to keep license plates
I know you did.
on the wall in the garage in Laguna Beach.
This actually looks like somewhere where they'd be more like home-oriented or like older. It definitely isn't this environment, but it's like somewhere where we would have more than one, like, it's something, you're bringing up your dad.
Bringing up my dad.
I got a license plate for my truck. This is MJC 8515.
There's a very strong acknowledgement of like getting up and leaving. Like I'm up and I'm gone and I'm not telling anyone where I'm at. So this is kind of a weird thing. Like was there ever times where he would just up and leave and not tell anyone? Or were there any circumstances where we would just be like, where are you? And like, are you missing? We don't know where you are. Like you didn't give anyone the heads up. It seems very impulsive.
Yeah. You know, we all had a bit of a strained relationship with my brother towards the end. He wasn't in a very good place, and it was really hard for any of us to talk some sense into him. It was very difficult to have a relationship with him. But also when he died, we felt like we were on a episode of like Unsolved Mysteries. He was missing for 2 weeks, and you know, yeah, we didn't know where he was.
I'm so sorry. There's also this thing, though, about like a car thing, and there's an apology around this. Either wrecking someone's car or taking someone's car without their permission. It's this thing.
He wrecked his car in the middle of Utah almost 2 years ago. And, you know, he was running on lack of sleep, and he ended up crashing his car in the middle of nowhere. And it was in November, so it was really cold. When you have hypothermia, you really lose your mind. Like, you know, you have no sense of what's going on. And so he clearly just like stumbled down, hit his head, and then just didn't get up. I mean, it was crazy.
I'm so sorry. That's so difficult. I mean, I can't even imagine how that must have felt.
Yeah. So can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Did it get to a point where he got lost out there and couldn't find his way back to his car and his phone?
Let's see. And he's having me acknowledge looking for a river. Like I know.
Water?
Yeah, like to be able to walk, like to like follow where the water was. There's this feeling of just not getting the chance to obviously do this to an area of population.
Oh,
so there would.
So he was trying to find his way out of there.
Right.
He was gonna follow the river. Jeez.
I have no doubt in my mind, based on all of the details and validations that have came through today, that he didn't intend to end his life.
That just kills me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was really hard to hear because the thought of him being out in the middle of nowhere just kills me. Just kills me. And I think deep down I knew that, but I'm happy that I know. That's how I can then accept it and move on from it and come to terms with it. I would rather know than not know.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want you to feel any guilt about your success when it comes to him. So I know, and that seems like a weird thing to say.
No, it's not.
But he doesn't.
Not when it's coming from him.
He doesn't want you to feel like, for all you have in your life, that like you got it all and he got nothing. He is acknowledging pride around all of what you've done, your hard work. He acknowledges in hindsight that he was just dealing with this issue that he simply couldn't beat. And he is so proud of all of the success that you've been able to have and create. And he doesn't want you to feel any guilt around that.
I mean, we had a strained relationship in a sense because he made me feel like I had everything going and he got the raw end of the deal, and that was really hard for me. And so, to hear that he doesn't want me to feel like that is really comforting. It's so amazing that my brother in the afterlife can come to peace with our strained relationship that we had the last few years. This is the sweatshirt that he actually died in.
It's a lot. Gosh.
Yeah. So, you know, even though he's gone, we can fix it and work on it more now than we were able to the last few years.
Wonderful to meet you.
You
seriously.
too. Thank you so much.
Oh,
This was awesome.
Absolutely.
Tyler's great. I mean, he was so accurate about everything. It's really cool now that I've gone through it. I mean, I can speak to how great he is. I feel like I just went through an emotional roller coaster, but good. I mean, I'm feeling really good. Take care.
Have a good one.
Oh, you too. All right, bye. Just validates all of my beliefs. Oh my God. I'm emotional. Wow, huh?
Wow, that was right.
Oh my God.
Well, I think it was wonderful that, you know, there was some communication between the two of you.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Right.
I have always felt so guilty. I mean, because I've just felt really guilty about.
Well, he wanted you to feel guilty, but he was also super proud of you.
Exactly,
I know.
exactly, which is what he was so clear about today.
Yeah.
You know, I was happy for you, or for both of you, actually.
Oh, Dennis.
Because I've gone through a lot of it, and it really worked on a lot of it myself. So it makes me feel good to see you guys, you know, kind of experience it too. So.
I definitely think that my brother's passing has brought me closer with my parents, and I think us as a whole. My parents have been divorced, they've both been remarried, but it's brought the three of us together. And even Mike in spirit, you know, it's kind of brought us back to that core family, which has been really nice. You know, I haven't experienced it since I was really little, so that's great that it can bring us closer together, and I think that my brother would really actually like that, that it's helping all of us heal and come together.